welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be doing an updated eyebrow routine. I haven't done an eyebrow routine since last year, so a lot has changed in the way I did eyebrows. And the first thing that I'm going to start off with is if you are doing this after you already did your foundation, you're going to get a little piece of paper and just clean off the excess makeup that is on your brow. You don't necessarily have to do this step, but I like doing it so I can have kind of a blank canvas to put the product on. So this is per preference. So yeah, now what I'm showing you guys is the spoolie slash angle brush that I do use to do my brows, and the other end of that is a angled brush. I kind of like my brushes a little bit hard so it can have like more precise brush strokes. But right now all I'm doing is like brushing my eyebrows together so they can be more cohesive. Right here, I'm gonna add that product in down below, but it's just the elf brow pomade, and it's in the color, I think, dark brown or brown. I used to do it in the color black, but I stopped doing that because I seen that using the black was way too harsh, so I just opt out on using the dark brown one. So yeah. Now, as you guys can see, I would highly suggest when you are doing your brows or you're like a beginner to make sure that your eyebrows are always clean, meaning like to get it threaded or wax. This makes it so much more easier for when you are doing your brows, because a lot of people always say like it's so hard to do your brows, and honestly when I show it to them, they just be like, it's so easy, because when you get your brows waxed, all you have to do literally is just follow your eyebrow shape, and that's literally what I'm doing right now. Before, I did used to overdraw them a lot, and now I'm kind of more into like the natural subtle brow, so I don't really like overdraw them. I literally just follow the shape of my brows and fill in the sparse areas. Now, as you guys can see, I'm mainly focusing on the back of my brows. I don't really touch the front of my eyebrows yet, and if I do, there's barely to no product on the brush, so I mainly focus more the product towards the end of my brows. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take that high road and hop in. You OPN. Bitch, you won't BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take that high road and hop in. Open up. Shut it down like a Macintosh. Open up. Open. All right, so now that I'm done with filling in the back of the sparse areas of my brows, I'm going to be taking the angled brush, and I'm gonna like I didn't show you guys this on camera, but I basically pinched the ends together so it could be really sharp in the front, and I just like lightly dab the brush inside the pomade, like barely getting any. And what I'm basically doing is lightly like drawing like hair strokes in the front of the eyebrow. I really like the bushy, like realistic hair look, so I always do this part separate. Like, as you guys can see, it's kind of self-explanatory. I just literally lightly just do little brush hair strokes in the front of the brows. Request my chariot, get ya. The door's OPN. Take that high road and hop in. First impression, you OPN.
We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take the hot road and hop in. First impression, you OPN. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take that hot road and hop in. Monarch butterflies, you should open up. I'm trying to put your heart together, found it broken up. Going up in smoke, smoking up. Make sure the children in the house, she's inappropriate. The way she's approaching us, I disassociate. Exfoliate, the renegotiate. She's closing up. Come to visit me, she say that she the loneliest, and it's hard to open up. Open you up like a pug.
To conceal the bottom of my brows, I use a dome shape brush, and I always make sure that it's really flat. Like as you guys can see, I'm basically like pinching the top so it can be very precise, and I'm using the LA Girl concealer in Fawn. You can use one that's a little bit darker, closer to your skin tone, but I personally like the pop of not pop of color, but that highlighted look underneath the brows. It makes you look like you have like a mini lift, so I personally like that look. But if you do want to go for the more natural looking like subtle look, you can use a concealer that's more closer to your skin tone. Now as you guys can see, I'm just lightly dabbing. Like I did not take that much product. You literally just need the smallest amount. And as you can see, I'm focusing more of the concealer towards the end of my brows and not towards the front, because I don't want it to have that harsh look. I notice when I do start from the front to the back that it leaves this harsh look, because I do my brows after my foundation, so it's kind of a little bit harder to blend. So I would highly suggest you start from the back and then you just work your way to the front, which as you guys can see I'm doing right now, and I'm using a very light hand.
Open up, open up. Shut it down like a Macintosh. Open up, open, open.
Now, as you can see, I'm using my fingers to clean it out. I always use my fingers, honestly. It's rare that I use my beauty blender, but you can use a beauty blender or the brush to, fan out the concealer. But I personally like using my fingers because I feel like it melts it better into the skin, especially since I'm doing it with my foundation already on.
First impression, you OPN. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya.
Alright, so right now I'm basically doing the same thing to the other brow, which is very self-explanatory. So I'll be back when I have commentary.
If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take that hot road and hop in. First impression, you OPN. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take that hot road and hop in. First impression, you OPN. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN, engaging you's on my agenda. Request my chariot to get ya. The door's OPN. Take that hot road and hop in. Monarch butterflies, you should open up. I'm trying to put your heart together, found it broken up. Going up in smoke, smoking up. Make sure the children in the house, she's inappropriate. The way she's approaching us, I disassociate. Exfoliate, the renegotiate. She's closing up. Come to visit me, she say that she the loneliest, and it's hard to open up. Open you up like a Pokeball. Open up. Tear you out for a Pokeball. Let your emotions waterfall on me. Open up. Open up. Open you up like a Pokeball. Open up. Tear you out for a Pokeball. Let your emotions waterfall on me. Open up. Open up. Need to deep breathe, heart and complications. Open up. Need to rebreathe.
All right, so this next part I'm gonna be doing is very crucial to when I do my brows. As you guys can see right now, they're a little bit more too thick than I like in the front. So what I am gonna be doing is using that same concealer brush. I am gonna take it, pinch it like I did before to make sure that it's very like sharp, and I'm gonna dab, like lightly dab the tip of the brush, and then I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna dab it in the front of my brows. Now this is what gives the look of my brows looking more like hair strokes, because sometimes the angled brush does like it gets a little bit too thick with the with the not concealer but pomade, or it comes out a little bit too thick. So the way you could fix that is you literally just take it and you dab the concealer on your brows. Like as you guys can see, like it just made a huge difference in my eyebrows, and I really like that look. I wish I came a little bit closer so you guys can see it, but yeah, a lot of people have been asking like, how do I get like the front of my brows to look like that? Now you know. All right, so right now this part is very optional, but I either take any type of mascara or a gel, I'm not sure how to, eyebrow gel, and these, it has to have a spoolie in it, like a spoolie looking type of tip. Now I take it and I lightly just brush up my brows and brush it through my brows. When I tell you guys, it makes such a huge difference. I know that you guys can't really see it right now on the on camera, but in person it makes such a huge difference. Now most of the time I would highly suggest you use a eyebrow gel, but if you don't have an eyebrow gel, a mascara will look just fine, and it would still give you that realistic eyebrow look, but it would just be a tad bit darker, which I kind of like. But that's kind of it. That's my updated eyebrow tutorial. If you guys liked it, please make sure you guys give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
The doors open. Take that high road and hop in. Open up, open up. Shut it down like a Macintosh. Open up, open. Cold as ice and Coca-Cola. Open up.